Welcome back. I think I was unmuted. So welcome back for the IQM lecture. So last lecture we have discussed about basics of quality. Okay. So definition of quality, introduction of the quality, meaning of quality. Okay, which factors we should consider, the management language, the formula for the quality. Okay, whenever formula is quality is equal to performance divided by expectation. Okay, whenever your performance be less, definitely q ratio will be less than q 1. Okay, so whatever the ratio greater than q should be 1 or greater than 1. So then and genuinely your industry will get future. Okay, why? Because quality is very important for the as per the market expectation and the customers requirement. Okay, so for that purpose we have to consider the performance and expectations driven by the consumer or customer. Is it right? So these are the basics of the quality with the help of definition given by ISO. Okay, what is ISO? International Organization for the Standardization. Okay, so 9000, 2000, whatever the this is the standard definition given by ISO. Okay, degree, they have given defined quality as a degree to which the inherent characteristics fulfills requirements. So already what is degree inherent characteristics requirement we already discussed. Now the basic information about quality. Okay, so before start our lecture or before start this subject, this section, so this is very important, which factors should be included in the quality. Okay, so for that purpose we are going to study the basics about the quality. So quality also has a time dimension. Already we have discussed a lot on quality, but something there are requirements. Which requirement? The compulsion. For example, quality also has a time dimension. Is it right? Suppose you are very accurate in your quality, okay, in your work, but you are time consuming. Is it acceptable or not? काहीतरी काम दिलं तुम्हाला, एक नंबर काम करतो म्हणा, सगळ्यांपेक्षा भारी करणार, पण आठवडाभर द्या मला म्हणायचं. इज इट राईट? So that should not be accepted. Okay, so within time we have to give the quality. So that will be the quality, that will be the output of that faculty or that employee. Is it right? So that factor is also very important. So everywhere or everything is having time bounded. Is it right? So there is a certain limit. माणसाला सुद्धा जायचं आहे. Okay, there is a limit for the human also. Okay, so everyone is having time limit, time dimensions. So for quality also time dimensions are also we have to follow. Okay, so it is a crucial parameter that differentiates an organization from its competitors. Why time dimension is required? Because in society or in organization competition, okay, so there are lot of industries are there. Okay, so definitely competition is very high. So when and how we will set our quality, set our product in market, okay, by fighting with the another competitors. Okay, so competition for with the help of competition, okay, or whatever the factors required for the competitions. Okay, so we have to consider all that competitors also. So when our product will be sell in market, okay, which quality we should give to the customer. Okay, so others are giving that quality, so how we will give greater than others. Okay, so then and then only we will set, we will attend, or we will fight that competitors. So for that purpose the time bounding is very important. Okay, thus the term quality also implies different level of expectations from different segment of the consumers. So there is a number of expectation from the number of people. Okay, so there is a no one similar in entire world. Is it right? Everyone is a different. बरोबर का? तुमच्यासारखं कोण आहे का जगात? आहे का कोण? ओके, म्हणजे जुळाभाव सुद्धा सेम नसतो, बरोबर का? थोडा कुठेतरी तो वेगळा असतो. Okay, so everyone is different, everyone's mind is different. Okay, thinking capacity is different, also expectations are different. Is it right? So we have to fulfill that requirement from the consumer. Okay, so different segment of the customers are there, so we have to um, find out that expectation, we have to clear that expectation, we have to supply them as per his or her expectation. Okay, so this is a quality, and with the help of competitors, sorry, we have to consider the competition also. Okay, so time dimension is also very important. Okay, in other words, as the need and preferences of consumer or customer changes with time, definitely. If you consider in last year, okay, before COVID situation was not there. Okay, so people are students are not required some high quality mobiles. Okay, so there are some students are using only small mobiles. Why? Because only for the calling purpose. But certain within 1 year the situation is very changed. Why? Because of something changes are there, we have to adapt it, whatever the online education. Okay, so that purpose, the sudden changes may happen. Okay, or sudden changes is done in entire world. Okay, so whatever the customer changes with time, definitely, so we have to select that, we have to think on that changes, and we have to provide as per the customer's requirement. Okay, so what is the requirement of customer? So if you consider in last semester or in last year, the customer's requirement regarding all mobiles was different. Okay, so they are only bounding with the calling, whatever the network. But in this year, okay, after COVID or this current situation, okay, so people are expecting the high quality mobile. Why? Because the entire education is on online. Okay, so people are preferring the tablets also. Okay, so they are using computers. Okay, why? Because of screen is a maximum, or maximum screen is required to them. Okay, so some students are using online lectures on TV also. Okay, so whatever the television in our home, okay, so they are also facility available. So you can connect your mobile to that television. Okay, and then you can attend the lecture. So as per requirement, okay, as per expectation, हे सगळेच असे नसतात. So for that purpose, the customer changes with time, definitely. Is it right? So we have to consider that factors. Okay, we have to consider that factors of the customer changes. Okay, the level of quality or degree of customer satisfaction also changes. Level of customer is also very different. Suppose if you take one example of automobile. Okay, suppose there are two, only we will take two person for the example. Okay, suppose for example one person is a farmer and one person is a employee of the industry. Okay, so definitely the requirement of the customer is different. Okay, so what will be the requirement of that farmer? Suppose they want to buy one vehicle, okay, two wheeler. Okay, so what will be the expectation from that farmer? बघा तुमच्यात शेतकरी बरेच असतील. पहिल्यांदा काय मागेल शेतकरी टू व्हीलर मध्ये? सो दे विल ट्राय टू said that the whatever the load carrying capacity of that vehicle should be maximum. Okay, त्याचं पहिलं म्हणणं काय असेल? जास्त म्हणजे काय, त्यांना वैरण न्यायची असते, गवत न्यायचं असते, बरोबर का, पोते न्यायचे असतात का, म्हणजे जास्तीत जास्त वजन किंवा जे काही जास्तीत जास्त वजन वाहण्याचं काम असेल ते शेतकऱ्याला लागणार आहे. सो दे विल ट्राय टू सॅटिस्फाय दॅट नीड ऑल्सो. ओके, आणि नोकरदार काय म्हणेल, एम्प्लॉय? सो दे विल ट्राय टू ओनली वॉट एव्हर द सस्पेन्शन शुड बी देअर, सस्पेन्शन should be good there. Okay, so they will try to better suspension expectation. Okay, so whatever the smooth bike will be there. Okay, so something, so if you consider there are different needs with the help of different customer. Is it right? So again, whatever the price of that vehicle, first of all they will think. Okay, definitely farmer will say that the try to minimize the price. Why? Because something according to his background. Okay, so suppose there is a maintenance. Okay, suppose if you will give the maximum price to vehicle, so also maintenance is also high. Is it right? So they will try to minimum maintenance. Okay, so this is a difference. Is it right? So degree of customer satisfaction also changes with respect to time. Okay, so quality is a very time dimension. Okay, so we have to consider, we have to follow the that points, okay, with the help of time dimensions. Okay, thus quality in this sense is not constant. Definitely, according to the customer satisfaction, quality may change. Is it right? Thus quality in this sense is not constant. Why? Because suppose in last semester or in last year we are taking the whatever that quality from the industry, okay, so that is not required. Why? Because suppose for example we are using online mobiles only. Is it right? So we are not expecting the something, some factors from the industry. For example, काय असेल बरं, तर if you consider in mobile, suppose for example mobile is having number of, मी एक मेसेज मध्ये वाचला होता व्हॉट्सअपला बघा कुठेतरी. सो मोबाईल हॅज स्टॉप्ड अ नंबर ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स. म्हणजे मोबाईलनं काय काय केलं बघा, जे घड्याळ होतं, घड्याळ आपल्या हातामध्ये प्रत्येकाच्या घड्याळ असायचं, वॉच, ते आता कोणाच्या हातात दिसत नाही. वाय? बिकॉज मोबाईल इज गिव्हिंग टाइम ओनली. ओके, टाइम मोबाईलमध्ये दिसतो. पुन्हा बऱ्याच गोष्टी असतात अशा, ते आपल्याला मला आठवत नाहीत, पण okay, so according to the customer need, okay, so every time or every quality may change. Is it right? So that factors also we have to see. Now quality of manufactured product can be envisaged from the following 8 dimensions. Okay, so these 8 factors also we have to consider for give the better quality. Okay, some dimensions and whatever the description, so we will see one by one. Okay, whatever the dimensions, the performance. Okay, whenever the performance will good, definitely quality will also good. Is it right? Ha. So performance, does the product perform to its standard? Does the product perform the intended services? Definitely we have to search them. Okay, how we will improve our quality of product. Okay, so for that purpose this point will be very important. Why? From where we have to start the performance of your product. Definitely, does the product perform the standard? So whatever standard already we have discussed, so standard is nothing but the whatever the setup. Okay, so we have to compare our product to the standard. Okay, suppose we have suppose for example one two-wheeler vehicle is there. Okay, maybe each whatever whichever be company may be there, कुठली जरी कंपनी असेल. So what will be the target of that company? Whatever the average per liter will be 70 km per hour. Okay, or 70 km per liter. Is it right? But this is nothing but his target they have, or this is a standard. But they have to reach there. Is it right? So does the product perform the standard? Okay, whatever the standard they have decided, they have stated, okay, at the time of planning or organizing or at the time after analysis. Okay, so they have to reach to up to that target, reach up to that standard. That will be very important. Then and then only the performance will be increased. Okay, does the product perform the intended services? Whatever services we have to give, whether that product is giving entire services very well to the society or that consumer or customer. Is it right? So according to the performance, we have to find out or we have to increase the quality of your product. Is it right? So that performance will give whether the quality improvement is required or not. Okay, so that purpose this factor is also very important. Now features, what additional benefits will be added to that product? Will they tangible or non-tangible benefits? Okay, so in society the customer is expecting the extra always. Is it right? Suppose if you take one example of yourself. Okay, suppose if we are defending the different interviews. Okay, म्हणजे तुम्ही आता बऱ्याचपैकी सगळेजण काय करतायत, प्लेसमेंटसाठी प्रयत्न करताय, बरोबर का? सो व्हॉट कंपनी इज एक्सपेक्टिंग? Have you think on same? कधी विचार केला का तुम्ही? इंटरव्ह्यूला जाणाऱ्या लोकांनी कधी विचार केला का कंपनीला काय पाहिजे? When you will think, okay, what company is expecting, then and then only you will get selected. नाही तर तुम्ही कसा हे त्या कंपनीला उपयोग नाही. कंपनीला काय पाहिजे ते आपण देतोय का कंपनी तेच बघणार आहे. इज इट राईट? सो एक्स्ट्रा फीचरवर आपण म्हणतो बघा आता एक्स्ट्रा करिक्युलर ऍक्टिव्हिटीज, को करिक्युलर ऍक्टिव्हिटीज. Is it right? So that is nothing but the features. Okay, so always company or always organization will require or they will try to get the maximum feature product. Each and every customer will choose the maximum whether the maximum features will get. Okay, definitely they will take that option. Is it right? So features is also very important. Okay, suppose we want to one vehicle. So what points we will see? ओके, म्हणजे आपण त्याला बघितलं की काय एक्स्ट्रा त्याला काय सेन्सर आहेत का? ओके, ऑटोमॅटिक स्टँड असेल. हां, सो वॉट एव्हर द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी और वॉट एव्हर द हेडलाइट विल बी व्हेरी युजफुल. ओके, सो वी विल थिंक ऑन दॅट ऑल्सो. डिफरंट सेन्सर. ओके, GPS सिस्टम इज अवेलेबल ऑर नॉट. इज इट राईट? वॉट एव्हर द टायर कॅपॅसिटी. ओके, ट्यूबलेस or tube tire may be there. So whatever the advances or whatever features will be there, then only customer will attract to your product. Okay, so definitely quality will also increase with the help of additional features also. Is it right? So always think on that. Try to give the maximum features. Okay, then and then only you will stable in competition. Okay, so that is very important. Now whatever the features will be tangible or intangible. Is it right? So what is the tangible and intangible? Tangible is nothing but touchable, or intangible is nothing but the invisible, we can say that. For example, suppose a company is giving something gift, okay, with with that product. Okay, for example, they will give, suppose for example we have purchased one vehicle, so that company will give gift as a helmet. Okay, so they will give different whatever the product may be there. Okay, a kitchen product they will give also. इज इट राईट? सो थिंक ऑन दॅट. आता तुम्ही बघा एक उदाहरण देतो की दुकानामध्ये गेला, तुमची आई किंवा बहीण जर दुकानामध्ये गेली असेल एखाद्या वेळेस, तर ते बघा लगेच काय करतात, कस्टमर कसा आहे बघा तो, त्यांना काय पाहिजे असते, जरा गिफ्ट बरोबर असेल तर लगेच प्रोडक्ट घेतात. सपोज फॉर एक्झाम्पल एक कंपनीचा प्रोडक्ट टाटा कंपनीचे काय आहे आणि एक लोकल कंपनीचे काय आहे. ओके, टाटा कंपनीचा समजा एक कुकर असेल, ओके, किंवा जे तुमची चपाती भाजायचा तवा असेल, त्या दोघी जण घ्यायला गेल्या तर ते काय करतील, जर तव्यावर दुसरं काहीतरी फ्री मिळत असेल तर ते बघत नाहीत तिथे टाटा आहे का काय, बरोबर काय, ते काय करणार आहेत, दुसराच घेणार का, पण दे आर गिव्हिंग एक्स्ट्रा फीचर्स डेफिनेटली. ओके, सो कस्टमर विल चेंज विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू टाइम. ओके, नीड ऑल्सो. सो वी हॅव टू ट्राय टू गिव्ह द मॅक्सिमम फीचर्स देण्यामध्ये. त्यांना असे पण सोसायटीमध्ये लोक आहेत बघा की त्यांना ते फक्त पिक्चर बघा, क्वालिटी बघत नाहीत कधी. ओके, सो ड्यू टू दॅट ओनली द चायना इज हॅव्हिंग व्हेरी ह्यूज मार्केट इन द एंटायर वर्ल्ड. बरोबर का? चायनाला पण माहिती आहे आपले प्रोडक्ट किती बोगस असतात, पण त्यांचं मार्केट किती आहे, आपल्या इंडियनपेक्षा जास्त मार्केट आहे. म्हणजे आपल्या तर नाही तर जगामध्ये त्यांचं मार्केट आहे. ओके, दे आर गिव्हिंग ओनली फीचर्स. ओके, दे आर नॉट बॉन्डेड विथ दी क्वालिटी. ओके, म्हणजे दुकानात चालतंय, घरी आले की चालेल याची गॅरंटी दुकानदार इथून टेबलवर ठेवलं की गॅरंटी संपली तरी पण ते घेऊन येतो आपण. Okay, but why? Because they are giving extra features. Okay, or they are giving within or minimum price. Is it right? So that factors are also very important while um, entire organization marketing, or you can say that to improve the quality. Okay, definitely features are also very important. Something insurances are there. Suppose any company is giving insurance, okay, free of cost insurance. Okay, so this is nothing intangible, we can say that. Okay, or non tangible benefit. म्हणजे काय, समथिंग सपोज दे विल गिव्ह whatever the बोनस कुपन वगैरे जे असतात बघा, आता पेमेंट गुगल पे असेल, फोन पे कुपन असेल. ओके, सो लाईक दॅट बेनिफिट्स मे बी देअर. ओके, नाउ रिलायबिलिटी. ओके, व्हॉट इज रिलायबिलिटी? सो रिलायबिलिटी इज नथिंग बट द काय म्हणतो आपण त्याला, विश्वसनीयता. ओके, so in English we can say that the whatever the truthness, ओके, म्हणजे काय पाहिजे त्याला, गॅरंटी पाहिजे. इज इट राईट? म्हणजे वेदर यू दॅट प्रोडक्ट इज रिलायबल. ओके, म्हणजे तिथं घेतला दुकानदार म्हणला ठीक आहे ह्याला 5 वर्ष काय होत नाही, घरी आला बंद पडला, काय करणार? वेदर दिस इज रिलायबल. Okay, so reliable is nothing but the whatever they have given information about that product, that should be followed by that product. Okay, म्हणजे दुकानदाराने तुम्हाला भरपूर गोष्टी सांगितले, भरपूर फीचर्स सांगितले. ओके, पण ते 5 वर्षाचा टिकल काय होणार नाही म्हटलं ना, आला 2 वर्षातच खराब झाली गोष्ट. Okay, so that will not be reliable. Okay, so if the product is consistent, whatever the product feature is there, so that feature should be followed consistently. Is it right? Suppose we will take one example of solar panel. Okay, whether solar panel is reliable, anyone? Whether solar panels are, for example, water heater. We can say, we can take one example from solar only. Okay, water heater. So what is a there are number of advantages of solar water heater. Okay, but some disadvantages are also there. Which disadvantages you might be knowing or not? ओके, म्हणजे मला माहित नाही की तुम्हाला माहिती असेल किंवा नसेल. व्हॉट आर द ड्रॉबॅक ऑफ सोलर पॅनल? ओके, प्राइस वगैरे सांगू नका, दुसरं काय ते सांगा. एनीवन जागे असतील तर सांगा. व्हॉट आर द डिसएडव्हांटेजेस ऑफ दी सोलर वॉटर हीटर? So one drawback is there are we can say that now as per requirement. म्हणजे काय होतं बघा सोलर पॅनल मध्ये, ज्यावेळेस आपल्याला गरम पाणी जास्त कधी लागतं? उन्हाळ्यात का? थंडीत लागतं बरोबर का, विंटर सीझन. तर विंटर सीझन मध्ये पाणी किती गरम होतं? कमी गरम होतं. वाय? बिकॉज द व्हॉट एव्हर द इंटेन्सिटी ऑफ दी लाईट इज अ मिनिमम. म्हणजे थंडीच्या दिवसामध्ये ऊन कमी असतं बरोबर का, किंवा जे लाईट कमी असते. ओके, आणि उन्हाळ्यामध्ये काय जास्त असते? आपल्याला उन्हाळ्यामध्ये गरम पाणी जास्त नको असते. ओके, सो दिस इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द ड्रॉबॅक ऑफ दॅट सोलर वॉटर हीटर. बघा तुम्ही कधी विचार केला असेल तर. ओके, मग त्याच्यामध्ये काय ॲडव्हान्टेजेस आले? ठीक आहे, म्हणजे एक्स्ट्रा इनोव्हेशन्स आलेत आता, पण ॲक्च्युली बेसिक डिसएडव्हान्टेजेस ऑफ दॅट, म्हणजे थंडीच्या दिवसामध्ये जास्त गरम पाणी पाहिजे असतं तर तिथं ते जास्त मिळत नाही, आणि उन्हाळ्यात नको असतं तर तिथे जास्त गरम पाणी मिळतं. ओके, सो वेदर युअर प्रोडक्ट इज रिलायबल. Okay, so will it perform well over its lifetime and the performance consistently? Whatever the guarantee they have given, okay, so that product should be complete that time period. Okay, is it right? So that is nothing but the reliability. Next is the durability. Okay, what is durability? Of the capacity or whatever the काय म्हणतो आपण त्याला, टिकाऊपणा. ओके, सो दॅट प्रोडक्ट शुड बी ड्युरेबल. इज इट राईट? म्हणजे प्रोडक्ट तुम्ही घेतला आणि काहीतरी घेतलं, सपोज इलेक्ट्रॉनिक वस्तू घेतली, तुम्ही मोबाईल घेतला, मोबाईल घेतला की झालं पुन्हा एक वर्ष 6 महिन्यात बॅटरी उतरली, चार्जिंग होत नाही, हँग होते मोबाईल. वेदर दॅट इज ड्युरेबल. ओके, टिकाऊ आहे का मोबाईल? ओके, सो दॅट फॅक्टर्स ऑल्सो वी हॅव टू consider while increase the quality of your product. Okay, conformance is again confirm or guarantee. Okay, we can say that. Does your product meet with any agreed internal and national specifications? Okay, so whether the something guidelines given by entire international organizations or state level. Okay, so whether that product is following them. Okay, suppose we will take here example of the automobiles. Okay, whether the automobiles are following the rules and regulations of the pollution. Okay, बघा तुम्ही जर तुम्ही रिक्षावाल्या मागे एखाद्या जावा, बघा 1-2-3 किलोमीटर गेले तर तुम्ही ओळख येणार नाही, एवढे ते धूर मारते रिक्षा. ओके, म्हणजे वेदर युअर प्रोडक्ट इज गिविंग कन्फॉर्मन्स. ओके, सो दॅट इज ऑल्सो व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. ओके, म्हणजे क्वालिटी जे काय असेल किंवा पोल्युशन रिलेटेड असेल किंवा व्हॉट एव्हर द इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स गिवन बाय गव्हर्नमेंट. ओके, सो ऑल दी फॅक्टर्स, ऑल दी सजेशन्स, ओके, ऑल दी रूल्स अँड ऑल दी रेग्युलेशन्स should be followed by the that product, this is nothing but a conformance. Okay, does your product meet with any agreed internal and national specification? Serviceability, is the product easy to service? Okay, so this is also important. Okay, whatever the use of their product or maintenance should be also there. Okay, suppose you have given any machine to any industry. Okay, but this maintenance of that vehicle is very critical. म्हणजे मेंटेनन्स जर करायचा असेल तर तो त्याच कंपनीचा तुम्हाला माणूस लागेल. ओके, सो दॅट शुड नॉट बी देअर. ओके, म्हणजे मेंटेनन्स शुड बी इझी. ओके, सर्व्हिस शुड बी इझी ऑर विदिन टाइम. ओके, नाहीतर मोटर जो आली आपली झालं पुन्हा काय 2-3 8 दिवस 15 दिवस मेंटेनन्स झाला नाही त्याचा. ओके, सो देन देट विल बी व्हेरी डिफिकल्ट. ओके, सो सर्व्हिसेबिलिटी इज ऑल्सो शुड बी अवेलेबल. ओके, फॉर एक्झाम्पल some products are there, for example refrigerators, okay, vehicles, is it right, some electronic products. So company is giving services only, is it right? So for that purpose service should be within time again. Okay, so that will also show your quality of your product. Okay, so serviceability is also very important to increase the quality, is it right? For example, if you consider the in a network also. Okay, so we are paying the amount to that mobile company na, so that company should follow, that company should give service with time. ओके, नाहीतर तुम्ही रिचार्ज मारला अजून रिचार्ज मोबाईल तुमचा चालू झाला परवा दिवशी, चालेल का? सो दॅट शुड बी विदिन टाइम. ओके, सर्व्हिसेबिलिटी शुड बी अवेलेबल. फॉर एक्झाम्पल आय टेक वन एक्झाम्पल, अनदर वॉट एव्हर द लिक्विड गॅसेस आर देअर. ओके, म्हणजे आपण जे काय म्हणतो त्याला, घरामध्ये गॅस वापरतो आपण स्वयंपाकासाठी. ओके, सो दॅट शुड बी रिफिल ऑफ दॅट गॅस शुड बी विदिन टाइम. नाहीतर गॅस संपला की लगेच 8 दिवस लागतील टाकी भरून आणायला. इज इट ॲक्सेप्टेबल ऑर नॉट? Oh, definitely not. Okay, so service should be available. Is it right? So that factors are also very important, and they will give what is the quality of your entire quality of your product definitely. Is it right? So serviceability of product should be given to each and every person. Next is aesthetic. Okay, what is aesthetic? Aesthetic is nothing but whatever the look of that product. ओके, आता सध्या ह्याच्यावरच चालू आहे मार्केट बऱ्यापैकी. म्हणजे झापाक लागतो लोकांना, सगळं चांगलं काही असं चमकलं पाहिजे. ओके, तरच ते प्रोडक्ट घेतला जातो. ओके, सो इज प्रोडक्ट अपीलिंग टू द आय. डोळ्याला चांगला दिसतो प्रोडक्ट तुमच्या. ओके, चायनामध्ये काय, चायना प्रोडक्टचं काय तेच आहे, बरोबर का? aesthetic look they are giving whatever the best. Okay, so due to that only the market of that products are high. Okay, so whether your product is appealing the eye. Okay, म्हणजे तुमच्या डोळ्याला चांगला दिसला प्रोडक्ट तरच, किंवा वॉट एव्हर द कलर करून प्रोडक्ट क्वालिटी एकदम भारी आहे, बरोबर का? उगाच काहीतरी त्याला कलर दिला, कुठला तरी भडक कलर दिला. ओके, सो दॅट विल बी नॉट ॲक्सेप्टेड बाय कस्टमर. बघा तुम्ही दुकानामध्ये, हां, फॉर एक्झाम्पल क्लॉथिंग. आता दुकान एक किती मोठं दुकान असेल, तुम्ही जावा दुकानामध्ये साडी घ्यायला एखादी किंवा ड्रेस घ्यायला एखादा. ओके, विच प्रोडक्ट वी विल टेक? डेफिनेटली वॉट एव्हर तुमच्या डोळ्याला जो चांगला दिसेल. ओके, तोच प्रोडक्ट. तिथं आपण काय बघणार, क्वालिटी वी विल कॉम्प्रोमाइज. ओके, बिकॉज सम प्रोडक्ट इज हॅव्हिंग मॅक्सिमम वेटेज टू दी ओनली ॲस्थेटिक ग्लोज. इज इट राईट? क्वालिटी तिथं कमी असेल तर चालते, पण क्वालिटी तुम्हाला व्हॉट एव्हर द ॲस्थेटिक लुक शुड बी देअर. ओके, म्हणजे एक 1000 रुपयाचा एक शर्ट आहे तुमच्याजवळ दुकानामध्ये, आणि एक 1200 रुपयाचा एक शर्ट आहे. ओके, पण 1000 रुपयाच्या शर्टचा कलर चांगला वाटला तुम्हाला. ओके, तसा 1200 क्वालिटी असेल चांगली, पण आपण शक्यतो घेणार कुठला मग? व्हॉट एव्हर द ॲस्थेटिक लुक वी विल सी. ओके, इव्हन फॉर एक्झाम्पल पल्सर, मागच्या 5-10 वर्षाखाली तुम्हाला आठवत असेल तर बघा, पल्सरला डिमांड होतं कशामुळे? तर लुक जरा चांगला वाटायचा, बरोबर का, त्या पल्सरचा. ओके, व्हॉट एव्हर द प्राइस इज ऑल्सो हाय, बट लोकांना ते गाडी दिसायला चांगली दिसते म्हणून ते लोक घ्यायचे. ओके, काय लोक काय करायचे नाही, आपल्या कामापुरती झाली, त्यांना दिसायचं काय नाही, ते एमएटी घ्यायची, बरोबर का? आता एमएटी जायला कुठली आली गाडी? लुना गाडी, काय म्हणतो आपण त्याला, हेवी ड्युटी. ओके, सो अकॉर्डिंग टू द कस्टमर दे विल म्हणजे काय लोक बघतील लुक किंवा काय लोक नाही बघतील. ओके, सो वी हॅव टू हँडल बोथ कस्टमर्स. Okay, so aesthetic look of your product should be very important. Is it right? So these factors will additional factors required for the quality. म्हणजे जे आपण बघितले परफॉर्मन्स, फीचर्स, रिलायबिलिटी, ड्युरेबिलिटी, कन्फॉर्मन्स, सर्व्हिसबिलिटी, aesthetic, perceived quality. Okay, so that are the additional factors which will increase your quality of your product. Okay, definitely. So we have to take that into account. Okay, while producing or manufacturing the product. Okay, so aesthetic look is also important. Now perceived quality. What sort of quality perception does the marketing team want to convey in their marketing messages? Will price charges reflect the quality of the product? Definitely. Perceived quality is nothing but what amount you have taken from that product for that product. Now amount, same amount of expectation should be fulfilled. ओके, म्हणजे बघा आपण एखादी काय प्रोडक्ट तुम्ही घेतला असेल तर एखादं म्हणतं बघा काय, हां पैसे भेटले माझे. कसे भेटले? तर व्हॉट एव्हर द क्वालिटी, व्हेरी वेल क्वालिटी इज गिवन बाय दॅट प्रोडक्ट. इज इट राईट? आणि नसेल तर काय बुडले म्हणणार, पैसे मातीत गेलो म्हणणार. इज इट राईट? सो दॅट क्वालिटी शुड बी, perceived quality will be given by that, should be given by that product. Okay, so these factors are very important while studying the quality. Okay, again quality management principles. So process approach. Okay, so now for quality also the process is also very important. Okay, which process? For example, suppose we have using number of facilities to that product. Okay, but process is very different. Okay, so that will also affect on your product also. Okay, so process approach will also having huge role for the quality management. Improvement. Now, everyday improvement is required. Okay, whenever the improvement will not be there, definitely that product will not be stay in market. Okay, yesterday I have learned, or काय म्हणतात म्हणजे एक वाचनामध्ये आलं माझ्या की फॉर एक्झाम्पल, कुठली गाडी सांगितली परत सरांनी? पूर्वीच्या काळामध्ये गाडी होती बघा, एक व्हेकल, फोर व्हीलर, मी नाव विसरलो बरं का. तर ती गाडी आज मार्केटमध्ये नाही. एकेकाळी त्या गाडीला एवढं एवढं मार्केट होतं जगामध्ये. ओके, सो दे हॅव नॉट वेटा काय, so whatever that product, okay, so they have not followed the whatever the instruction or innovation. Okay, so due to that the or due to not they have accepted or they have not improved the product, definitely due to that only its production of that company is stopped nowadays. Is it right? For example, BSNL. Okay, काय product yesterday we have discussed. म्हणजे BSNL असेल किंवा काय मोबाईल कंपनी असतील. ओके, डोकोमो वगैरे ते आहेत का मार्केटमध्ये? आता नाहीत. ओके, सो बिकॉज दे हॅव नॉट इम्प्रूव्हमेंट. Okay, so they have not improved his product or his quality. Okay, so due to that the improvement is very important while stable in market. Okay, evidence based decision making. Definitely evidence based decision making is nothing but the decision should be given by the with the help of the entire industry. Okay, so and that should be evidence based. Relationship management, customer focus. Okay, so that factors are also important while quality management principles. Leadership, engagement of people and process of project. Now elements of quality. Okay, there are 5 elements of quality: technological elements, psychological element, time oriented, contractual and ethical. So what is the first element? Technological. So while giving the very well quality to that customer, so you have to consider the technological factors or technological elements of that product also. Okay, whatever the lane dimensions of that product. Okay, so you have to give the well dimensions to the consumer or customer. Okay, suppose for example, we have discussed in, I think, CAD CAM. Okay, काय म्हणतो आपण त्याला बरं, dimensions where we will require. Okay, suppose for example, for the mass production, suppose we have manufactured the number of, suppose one industry is the nut bolt manufacturing industry. Okay, so dimensions of that nut and bolt should be सेम ॲज एंटायर वर्ल्ड. म्हणजे तुम्ही जपानमधून किंवा अमेरिकेमधून नट बोल्ट घेतलाय, ओके, तर तेच डायमेन्शन तुमच्या इंडियामध्ये मॅच झालं पाहिजे. ओके, सो देन अँड देन ओनली युअर टेक्नॉलॉजिकल फॅक्टर्स विल बी followed. Okay, so this is nothing but the technological factors we have to give. In that also some aesthetic views, okay, that will be followed with the technological elements. Okay, so whatever quality is also depend on technological factors. Okay, health related factors may be there. Is it right? किंवा आपण त्याला काय म्हणतो बरं, ergonomic. Okay, ergonomic is nothing but the related to the whatever the fatigue or related to the health of human being. Okay, so that factors also considered in the that elements are also considered in the quality. Okay, these are the quality elements. Psychological factors. Okay, whatever the taste, order, beauty, huh? So that factors also improves the quality of your product. Is it right? Time oriented, reliability, maintainability, life. Hmm? Whatever your product should be reliable, maintenance or whatever the maintainability is also should be available each and every time. ओके, म्हणजे मेंटेनन्स असं होतं की पंढरपूरवरून सोलापूरला गाडी घेऊन चाललोय, ओके, काहीतरी मध्येच मेंटेनन्स कुठेतरी आला नाही, सोलापूरशिवाय मेंटेनन्स होत नाही. ओके, सो दॅट शुड नॉट बी देअर. एव्हरीवेअर मेंटेनन्स फॅसिलिटी शुड बी देअर ऑफ दॅट प्रोडक्ट. इज इट राईट? सो maintainability and life of that product. Okay, so this will be included in the time period or time oriented elements. Life of that product, whatever the expiry date or end date of that product should be followed. Is it right? Contractual, guarantee or safety. Okay, so you have to give that guarantee of that product. Safety, okay, that product should not be hazardous. Okay, so that points also we have to consider. Now these are the elements of the quality. Ethical, honesty and integrity, definitely. Ethical factors, नैतिक factors म्हणतो आपण त्याला. Okay, honesty, विश्वास, integrity, एकाग्रता. So that factors are also important while improving the quality. Okay, so these are the elements of quality. Will add the quality of your product. Okay, so then and genuinely you will stable in market. Okay, so these are the quality functions. Okay, so we will study these quality functions in next lecture. Okay, so here we will stop. So next lecture we will study the whatever the functions of the quality. Okay, so thank you for attending the lecture. So don't left, I will take attendance here. Some instructions are also there. Message your roll numbers, all of you here. All of you, message your roll numbers here.